It's yaoi.
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 This educational video is pretty good. If it were correct. Pronouncing things in another language can be hard sometimes. One of the key reasons is that we're not used to using our throat and our mouths in certain ways. Sometimes a language is tonal. Sometimes languages uses sounds we don't normally use. So we use phonetics we're familiar with to end up with thick accents.
Buonasera, signora.
The problem with this video is that he's not really saying the right word. He's extending the O sound, and while he's correct that O needs to be pronounced, it's overpronounced, so it just ends up sounding like a different word. The O becomes O, which means big or many, like in Osaka or Oki, as opposed to sounding like Okiru or Oni. And in Japanese, phonetics is important. How I would explain how to pronounce this word would be something like this. Ya-o-i. Yaoi. Yaoi. Now, who are you gonna trust? Some guy on the internet or some other guy on the internet who says the other guy on the internet is wrong? Because honestly, we don't have any other way to decide other than trust me, bro. One is American Japanese, the other is a linguist fanatic who's been studying Japanese for a number of years. The choice is yours. You can continue watching this video if you really want. But I didn't want to talk about just Japanese. It was just really easy to make it into a segue into the main topic because it's easier to react to someone else's content than make your own content. What I actually want to talk about is related to the next video he made, how to pronounce Yuri, or Yuri.
You don't pronounce this as Yuri. There's no R. We don't say it as an R. It is Yuri. I mean, I know Japanese romanji be fucking it up, but, you know, when there's an R in a Japanese word, we actually say it as an L.
So while he is correct again, there is no R sound in Japanese. But there's technically no L sound either. Otherwise, Japanese people would be saying things like lamen or Lesterlant. It's sort of a mix between L and R, and the thing is, English doesn't have this, so we approximate the sound with R because it's the closest thing that we have. And there is nothing in the English phonetics that will get us anywhere close to a word like ryori. Ryori.
Ryori.
料理をする
Ryori.
Now, which one is correct? Is it Yuri or is it Yuri? Now, it's important to remember context. Who is saying it and to whom? Coming from a Japanese speaker, it would make sense for it to be Yuri because even if they were speaking English, it's a Japanese word. But as an English speaker who doesn't naturally have that in their phonetics, Yuri is perfectly fine.
A random guy on the internet, that's not respectful to their language. You need to respect their language.
No, we don't. We don't. The reason why it doesn't matter if we pronounce borrow words properly is because no language does this. Let's start with English words in Japanese since we're still on that topic. Hotel,
ホテル
radio,
ラジオ
milk.
ミルク
Like, listen to how they say Google.
ググれ
Now, let's switch it up. Japanese words in English. We don't say sushi, we say sushi. You don't play a game of Sudoku, you play Sudoku. You don't do karate, you do karate. If you go up to your average English speaker and ask them, do you like singing karaoke? They'll look at you and go, what the hell is that? But if you say karaoke, they'll immediately know what you're talking about. And it doesn't even stop with Japanese and English. Here are some French words we are pronouncing wrong. Croissant,
croissant
cabaret,
cabaret
Beyonce.
Beyoncé
How about German? Kindergarten,
Kindergarten
doppelganger,
Doppelganger
poltergeist.
Poltergeist
Spanish? Armada,
Armada
tortilla,
Tortilla
cucaracha.
Cucaracha
Italian? Stiletto,
Stiletto
bravo,
Bravo
finale,
Finale
soprano,
Soprano
barista,
Barista
latte,
Latte
pizza, pasta, pepperoni, lasagna, mozzarella, prosciutto, ravioli, cannoli, panini, prosciutto al dente. This applies to every language because every language lacks certain phonetics. We approximate to accommodate the average speaker. French in particular is really apparent with this. Like, listen to how they say things like Netflix,
Netflix
McDonald's,
McDonald's
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn
And if we try to imitate the local language or specific words, we end up sounding pompous and rude. I just went out with my fiancée I met at a cabaret to a cafe where a barista handed out our latte and served us fresh croissant. And after coffee, we went out for karaoke, where she told me she volunteers at the local kindergarten. So, long story short, it doesn't matter if we pronounce things wrong, just as long as we adhere to the general consensus. So, go ahead, say Yuri, say karate, say bon appetit. Just don't come into my cafe and order a croissant, because I will not understand you. I don't know how to end the video. I don't know how to